Ultimate power in the universe.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to It's Just Another Day in Paradise. I am your co-host, Stupid Steve. She's Tanya with a J. Say hello, Tanya.
What's up?
And on today's episode, we are going to talk, we're going to do our celebrity birthdays. We're going to do this day in history. Do you have something, you got any ideas? Are you pulling something up?
Yeah.
Your segments have been decent. I'm happy that we're, I'm not going to call it this, the more you know, because we don't do the more you know anymore. We just do whatever.
Just think of something and do it.
And all that and more on today's show. So we're going to have a good show today. And before, to get started, I found some stuff on COVID. And Michael Rappaport goes off and some stuff that's going on in California. It's just the inconsistencies of the COVID policies. It's going on all across the U.S. And I got a video that's, I think, from here in Ohio. It didn't say the state, but it did say the city. I'm going to put that up there as well. If you guys want to watch us live, we're on YouTube and Facebook. And I hope everything's going well on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to check my live feed right here and see if it's not. Hopefully it's not choppy. Of the COVID policies. It's going on all across the. All right, that looks good. So the U.S. and I got a video that's going to mute that. And then let's see here. Let's see if our Facebook feed's going, because we're going big today. We're going big. I got the lighting out and everything. We're going to have to take a picture and put this on the Instagram page or whatever so people can see. It's going well on YouTube and Facebook. It looks like it's going well on Facebook too. Holy shit, everything's going off without a hitch. So far, so good. That's crazy. I'm like super excited because yesterday, before we went on, right? You see me. I was having a day yesterday, bro. Yeah. I spilled coffee in the damn refrigerator. There was just shit going on. I was just stressed. And then when I went to get on this show and do the podcast, everything, like, nothing would work. Because I changed my settings on my camera and things like that. I'm shooting in HD, which means you have to change frame per second. You have to change your buy rate. It's a lot of things you have to figure out to get it to not be choppy. So I did all that. Looks like it's working. I got my studio lighting in here. The studio looks really good. Welcome to Paradise Studios if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook Live. Thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Going big, go home. Go big or go home, right? Mm-hmm. Everything looks good as of right now, okay? I am learning on the fly. Things are getting increasingly difficult as we go about. But hopefully people on Facebook can finally enjoy watching us live. And, we're live on YouTube as well. So doing it big. So I want to get into the video of the day and what's going on in California. And there's another video. I have a couple videos that I want to pull up. So to get into this now, I guess I'll start off with the little story, and then I'll get to the video of Michael Rappaport just going off. And you won't be able to hear this on Podbean, but you will be able to hear this on Facebook Live and YouTube. Just search JADIP 2020. So basically, Michael Rappaport's driving around California, and he's like, what the fuck? Like they have the, let's see here. I forget where it was. The Melrose Fairfax Farmers Market. Okay, so the Melrose and Fairfax, I guess, their farmers market is up and running, and it's popping and all that good stuff. But for some reason across the street, all the businesses are shut down. So Michael Rappaport didn't like that. He's going off or whatever. And then here's I want to read this. Let's see here. In an order issued last week, Mayor Garcetti said that the city's now close to a devastating tipping point beyond which the number of hospitalized patients would start to overwhelm our hospital systems. We've heard that a time or two. In turn, risking needless suffering and death. It's always very dire, The order allows certified farmers markets to operate only if they are able to obtain written approval from the Bureau of Street Services and only according to the guidelines set forth by the Bureau of Street Services. The issue came ahead of Friday at the video surfaced of which Angela Marcedin, owner of Pineapple Hill Saloon and Grill in the Sherman Oaks neighborhood, broke down crying over the restrictions because people are suffering. People are struggling out there, and they're trying to do whatever they can to stay afloat. She said, "I'm losing everything. Everything I own is being taken away from me, and they set up a movie company right next to my outdoor patio, which is right over there. She continued with her voice trembling with emotion. And people wonder why I'm protesting and why I've had enough. They have not given us money, and they have shut us down. We cannot survive. My staff cannot survive, she said, returning to her business. Basically saying, yo, I can't make it here, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, she's struggling. Everybody's struggling. Like, and they need to understand that. Everybody who's there's people out there who are losing everything, who chase the American dream. They risked everything, for their business to be open, and they're getting the short end of the stick while these large corporations, and you'll see in a video where the guy's complaining about, campaign people who donated to campaigns. There's a lot of dirty money flowing around, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in all these different bailouts we're getting, I guess, or these stimulus checks. There's all kinds of pork in there that make people rich, and that's where the money's really going to. We're getting our little $1,200 plus $500 for a kid, but they're getting fucking huge payments. You're talking $50,000, $100,000 payments to large corporations who don't need bailouts. We need bailouts, right? People who own businesses, small businesses, should be getting those bailouts. But this is more and more why this is like a communist takeover, because it targets small private businesses. It shuts them down, keeps the corporations flowing. That's how it works. See, Biden and the Democrats told you they was going to tax the 1%. They're not going after the 1%, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to go after the 1%. They're making the 1% richer. They're closing your private businesses and keeping corporations open, giving you $1,200 checks, giving private corporations and businesses huge checks. So I'm going to play this video, and this is Michael Rappaport driving down in the streets of LA. And if you want to, you're not going to be able to hear this on Podbean, but if you want to go to YouTube live feed or Facebook Live, you can watch the video, and then I'll post this tomorrow. It'll be posted on YouTube and stuff. But he's basically just driving down the street going off.
Yo, look at this shit. The fucking Melrose Fairfax Farmers Market is popping.
Popping,
and I have no problem with all these people making their money and making a living.
So he's basically driving down, and he's looking at all these, he's like, this Fairfax Melrose Market is popping. And he says, I don't have no problem with people making their money. I have no problem with people going out there and doing what they got to do. But on one side of the street, it's popping and people are making money, but right across the street, cafes and businesses and restaurants are shut down. The shit don't make no sense. These people over here are allowed to make their money, but the people across the street are going bankrupt. So, what's the deal? Then he goes on to go off on Newsom and the mayor here.
But how the fuck is this okay? But right across the street, all the cafes, all the restaurants are shut down. Look at this shit. Get your money. But who's making the decisions here? Garcetti, you fuck.
He said Garcetti,
Gavin Newsom with the fucking good hair.
Gavin Newsom with the good hair. You fuck. Garcetti, you fuck. Who's making the decisions here? He said Gavin Newsom with the good hair.
Look, they got the music playing and all this shit.
Got the music playing. They're partying. They're out
this
having
shit don't
a good
make
time.
any fucking sense.
It don't make any sense, Michael.
This don't make any fucking sense. This is why motherfuckers are pissed off and protesting.
Says this is why motherfuckers are pissed off and protesting right here, because you got all these people. You got music playing. You got food trucks. You got markets open, and right across the street, people are losing their fucking businesses. They're losing their cafes and their restaurants and shit.
Yo, look at this shit.
So that's the video from Michael Rappaport, which is like, he makes a lot of good points there, right? You agree?
Yeah.
Right across the street, everything's shut down, he said, but he's looking at the Melrose side, and it's on and popping up in there. That's why this COVID shit, that's the biggest fuss everybody has. This COVID shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Mm-mm. It don't make no fucking sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, but if you can make sense of it, let me know. And online right now, we only have 2 people. Who the hell's on here? Oh, well, it don't matter. You can check us out on YouTube. You're probably checking us out on YouTube and Facebook Live. But the shit just simply don't make sense. None of these COVID policies make sense. So shutting down certain things, but leaving certain things open. And then the whole stimulus check, which is now starting to resurface again, they held that hostage until they figured out they were gonna win the presidency. They're literally using that for political gain and to bribe people. They're withholding money that people need so they can fill their fucking their bill full of pork and full of bullshit that's going to go to major corporations, and they're going to give you a measly $1,200, and they're going to get that shit right back anyways. Because you get $1,200 plus $500 per kid. You got 3 kids. That's what, $2,700, right? You're gonna, I mean, and then guess where you're gonna go? You're gonna go to Walmart. You're gonna go to Target. You're gonna go to the major places, and you're gonna buy stuff. And you're going to give that money right back to the major corporations. So not only are they getting huge bailouts, which they don't need because they make 14, Walmart makes like that. I think their net is like 15 or 16 billion a year. So they don't need bailouts. Target don't need bailouts. Fucking major corporations, Apple and whoever's in America, they don't need bailouts. People who own, small restaurants and cafes who are struggling, going under, going bankrupt, watching their dreams be crushed. They need the bailouts. They need the help. They're not getting it, though. They're not getting it. And I want to show this video of a guy who is in, oh, goodness. I forget where he was because it didn't say what state he was in. It says Portage. Somebody commented, said, this is my hometown of Portage. Now, there's a Portage, Ohio, and a Portage, Indiana. He looks Ohioan. He definitely looks Ohioan. I'm going to pull this video up and see what he's got to say, because he's a business owner, too, and he's struggling, and they're closing his shit down. And it's like, it's just a never-ending story for people, for small business owners. I feel so bad. Like for people who go out there and they risk and they get their restaurant opened, or their little coffee shop, or their tattoo parlor, or their beauty salon. I feel so bad for those people, man. I really do. And they need to stand up, and they are fighting back. A lot of people are starting to fight back against these COVID policies because we're so far into it now. We've figured this shit out for the most part, right? Like, we didn't know back then. We didn't know. We thought bodies were gonna, the way they made it sound, we thought bodies were gonna be piling up in the fucking streets. Mm-hmm. They was talking about 2.5, 3 million dead. And now we're starting to see it's not what they said it was going to be. And now they're still trying to enforce these strict rules, and people are suffering because of it. And here's this guy right here. I'm going to play this video.
On why the judge said no.
So again, you won't be able to hear this on Podbean, but you can check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube at just JADIP 2020. See, he's saying they gave the stimulus to who? Special interest groups, right? And people who donated to different special interests and things like that. That's where the money's going. That's what the bill is full of. It's full of pork. It's full of bullshit. And that's what the Democrats are good at. They're good at that shit. They know how to pass it. You need it. You need it passed. Republicans did it too. Bush did it back in when he did the whole relief bill, the stimulus package. We all got a check. Remember, we got a check in the mail. For some reason, it was like, holy shit. It was like an $800 check or $1,000 check or some shit like that. But they fill that shit with stuff because they're going to make theirs too. They're not just going to give you shit for free.
So what's going on? What's going on? You know what's going on. Tell me. You tell me.
He said, you know what's going on. Don't he look Ohioan?
Taking the stimulus money, they gave it to special campaign donors. They gave it to special interests. They abandoned me, and they had put me in a position where
he's basically saying they abandoned me.
Okay?
So do you feel that this is the right thing to do?
Absolutely. I feel everybody needs to stand up. Hey, listen, there was enough money to give every family in this country $20,000.
Now he's saying there's enough money to give every family $20,000. I'm sure Facebook fact checkers would like to jump in on that. But I mean, I see what his point is here, right? Because all that other money is going places where it shouldn't be going. So, I mean, that's where I don't know where he got that figure, but I'm sure, I don't know about every family, but I'm sure small business owners would appreciate you not giving the money to major corporations like Walmart and giving the money to them, because that's what needs to happen, because that's who's suffering. When the very first when this thing first broke out, we went to Walmart. Where was everybody? At fucking Walmart, right? Like it was standing room only up in that bitch because everybody else was shut down. So I get his point there. I don't know about the exact $20,000 figure, but I do get his point.
For 2 months. They chose to give it to special interests and campaign donors, the Kennedy Space Center, and they abandoned us. So you could have given me money. I'd gladly walk away for 60 days and let this virus settle down.
He said, you give me money, I'd be glad to walk away and let this virus settle down.
This is a state order. This isn't an order. This is a conspiracy. This is a tyranny.
What do you
He
want to
said,
tell
this
other
isn't an
restaurant
order,
owners?
this is a
Wake up,
tyranny.
stand up. This is America. Be free. I got patriots coming.
I hear
out
you,
supporting
brother.
me.
He said, wake up, stand up. This is America, be free. I'm with him. Ain't you?
Yeah.
I'm with him. Wake up, stand up. This is America, be free. Right? You agree? I mean, he's sitting there pleading like he's like, man, I'm struggling here. Like,
Yeah.
my business is going. I'm going out of fucking business. So they're forcing me to fight back. You gonna give me money? You gonna give me money for my business to sit, stagnant and not doing anything for 60 days? Then we'll let the virus calm down. But if not, then big old middle finger to you. I'm not doing it. That's his business. That's his livelihood. He risked everything for that. The government's not allowed to stop and seize and shut down person businesses. They're just not allowed to do that shit, but they're doing it anyways in the name of safety. Everything's in the name of safety. It's bullshit. What's up, that dude Sean? The dude Sean joined us, but he's back. Welcome back. Glad you came back. Mr. A is in the room. What's up, Mr. A? Tanya Tolles is in the room, and Bahram Yu, I'm thinking he might have switched over to YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me today on the Podbean app. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to check me out live, we are on Facebook Live and JADIP 2020. So yeah, what do you think? I just went on that big old rant. I know you got some ideas, right?
No.
You're sick of it, right? You agree
Yeah.
with all of them?
I mean, he's right. That guy's right.
I mean, if I was in that position and I owned a restaurant, because them people risked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a lot of cash flow going into this restaurant, and they don't know for sure whether or not it's going to work out the way they want it to. And there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of anxiety, I'm sure, with their restaurant. They don't know, when they're going to shut them down. They can shut them down, at a drop of a hat. But I think the end result and the big picture is this is, in fact, America. And you do, in fact, have rights. The government cannot tell you to shut down. Now, if you fear this virus, if you're scared of this virus, if you don't want, to get anybody sick or are you really scared, then you have the right to self-quarantine, to put a mask, to wear your mask, wear a hazmat suit, whatever you feel like is going to make you safer. But I have the right to do what I feel too, right? I think that's what it boils down to. Is that too simple?
Mm-mm.
You don't think so? I mean, just live your life the way you want to, because that's what we do in this country. I can understand the beginning. I can understand how everybody was scared at the beginning of this, and we didn't know, especially when they're telling us 2.5, 3 million people are going to die in the country. It never happened. We start to understand and start to recognize that you're playing with the numbers. I mean, I've talked about this shit 1,000,000 times on this show. We need to figure this out ASAP for these people, these small business owners who are going under. ASAP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm
ASAP.
not sure it's going to get figured out ASAP, though.
Well, I mean, when Biden takes over, he's talking about another 100 days of mask wearing, which is whatever. All right, I did strongly disagree with it. But it better not come with any shutdowns of small businesses. He needs to reopen everything and just say, hey, we're just going to wear a mask for 100 days. And we're just going to go back to life.
I'm actually following the rules and I still get yelled at. I was at Meijer the other day and I was leaving. Like, I did the self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaving, and I guess while I was doing the self-checkout, my mask fell down because I was wearing the neck one or whatever. The lady got me as I was exiting the store. I turned around. I said, I have been wearing it this whole time I'm leaving.
I took mine off when I was leaving too. Yesterday.
Crazy. Like,
when
why
I
are
was
you
there.
even saying something to me? You see me walking out the doors. Why are you even saying something to me?
You got to leave it on all the way until you're in the car.
No. No, I'm not. That shit comes off right out the door. Like, no.
Right. It's like.
But she just wasted her breath saying some shit to me. Joanna had a situation with
Cove
her
and
earlier,
Karens.
too.
Oh, what's up, Joanna? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, finally, you know.
Whoa,
Hey.
easy. She said she's a dumb bitch anyways.
Yeah.
Yikes. I mean, there's COVID Karens out there. There's COVID Karens out there. We know they exist. I mean, they're telling you, you know, because there's people like that.
Yeah.
That like to call the police. They like to call when they see something. They feel like they're fucking citizen's duty. And they know that. That's why Mike DeWine issued an order and said, you know, if you see somebody not complying, call this number, you know.
Well, I could have understood more if I was entering the store.
Yeah.
I wasn't leaving, lady. Leaving.
I mean, it's silly anyways. I mean, the masks we're wearing our mask and people are it always goes back to there's more testing, so there's more positive results. I mean, it's just simple as that. If you don't believe that, I did a whole like 30-40 minute segment on this. I don't know any other way to convince you if you cannot be convinced by the fact that just there's more tests, so there's more positive results. It's really that simple. It is not rocket science. They'll tell you that's not why the numbers are spiking. That's not why. That's not why the numbers are spiking. But I mean, it's blatantly obvious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know
I'm
what
just-
you mean.
I'm just upset for the people. That shit pisses me off. Like when people have their businesses being restricted and shut down. And I mean, different states are even worse. I mean, we think we got it bad in Ohio. Could you imagine living in California or New York or one of these heavily Democratic states or cities? I couldn't. We think we got it bad, right?
I guess.
Oh, well. I don't know how much longer it can go on, but you know what? We'll continue talking about it because it all comes down to COVID. Every day, I don't give a shit if I try to avoid COVID with everything I have. It always comes back to COVID-19. I swear to God. Anyways, you want to move on?
Sure.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Well, you got to tell me what you want to do. The gym I worked at shut down. I was a very high level pro grapple athlete. Now after almost 2 years, I had to restart at something new. I had that happen to me. I was going to the gym and I was doing really well. And I had pictures and I was all proud of those pictures and shit. Like I was starting to get a little ripped and stuff. I lost a lot of weight. And I'm trying to get back on track right now.
He worked at the gym.
Yeah, he said he worked at the gym. Mm-hmm. But he was a high level pro grapple athlete. Now now he's saying, after 20 years. After 20 years, I have to restart at something new.
Like finding a new job and working out?
I just have to start getting myself back in shape again. I worked out yesterday. I'm going today. I'll go tomorrow. I'm going to try to do 100 days. 100 days and see where I'm at in 100 days. I just have to, it's so hard to get back on track. COVID really fucked up my flow. I was rolling with it, man. I was rolling with it. Oh, well. What do you want to do, birthdays?
I don't care.
We'll do birthdays. What do you mean you don't care? You're supposed to drive this show. We're going big. Are we good on Facebook Live? If you checked, are we good on YouTube Live?
I'm busy with other stuff.
You can't be busy with other stuff. We have stuff going on. Looks like we're good. Celebrity birthday time. Celebrity birthday time.
Take it easy on that thing.
Have you seen them? Did you look at the celebrity birthdays?
Yes, I'm looking. That's what I'm busy with right now.
There's some notable names on there.
Oh, okay.
There's some notable names on there. Oh, shit. Wrong one. So, I gotta adjust this screen real quick. Boop, boop. Just like that. That's how we do it. All right. Celebrity birthday time. Take it away. Nicki Minaj.
I didn't know she was 38, though.
38 years old.
Her
She's
real
old.
name
I
is
always
like
thought she was like
Tanya.
fucking like in her 20s.
I wonder
38?
if it says her real, like, full name.
Look at this. She's crazy as shit. The Illuminati's own Nicki Minaj. Holy shit. Look at that picture. She looks like she looks crazy as shit. Like she is a nutcase. Oh, good Lord. What the hell happened? Yep, Nicki Minaj, rapper. I've never really listened. Maybe one or two songs. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's 38, though. Who else we got? Look at this handsome fella. I've seen him, and he looks like Paul. Fuck. What the hell am I thinking?
He looks weird.
He looks like
Like that's how he smiles. That's a real smile right there? I don't know about that.
I can't think of his name.
Well, that's a weird ass smile.
Don't be a hater. You're a hater. Let's see. I don't know a whole lot of these people. I'm not very big into
Sam
Hollywood.
Hunt, he's a country singer.
Who?
Sam Hunt. I think I've heard his stuff.
He sucks.
Whatever.
Dwight Howard's 35. Dwight Howard's younger than me. Damn it. The Mary Queen of Scots. She would have had a birthday today, but she died a little bit ago. Back in 1587. Yeah, the Queen of Scots. She died a little bit ago.
She died in 1587. That's like a lot of it ago.
1587. I mean, long before COVID.
Right. Lucky her.
Enzo, you know Enzo? Enzo Amore? Mm-mm. He was a wrestler. He was whacked.
No, he's 34. Why would I know him? I know the old wrestlers.
I do too. I love old wrestling. By the way, there's a Facebook page called 80s and 90s and stuff like that or whatever. They play old wrestling every day.
Don't you know Jim Morrison?
I named my lizard after Jim Morrison. If I'd have known it was his birthday, I would have brought him on.
Oh, man.
My lizard. I named my lizard Jim Morrison because Jim Morrison was the Lizard King. And my lizard is the Lizard King. Jim Morrison's birthday would have been today. Damn, coming with some fire on celebrity birthdays today. He died back in 1971. He was a wild man. You ever seen the movie The Doors? Mm-mm. Good movie. He was crazy. He was very crazy. Let's see here. Phillip Rivers is 39 years old. He is the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, formerly quarterback of the San Diego Chargers. Let's see here. I wonder if it shows how many kids he has. You know he has like 9 kids, right? Maybe more. He might have more than that. Anybody know? Let me check the podbean. I can't remember. I'm going to have to Google it. Phillip Rivers kids, because it's an insane amount. Phillip Rivers. Wait till you see this shit. You're going to be like, holy shit, kids. Look, that's the first thing that pops up.
39.
Yeah, 39 years old. And my man has 9 kids.
Holy shit.
9 kids is what he has at 39 years old. Phillip Rivers' pull-out game is weak. My man needs to figure it out. 9 fucking kids. Could you imagine having 9 kids? I mean, he's on the road all the time. He's an NFL star. I guess it don't bother him none. I bet his old lady's like stressed. And I mean, I'm sure they got nannies and shit. Goddamn, 9 kids. You go, boy. You go,
need
boy.
To fucking quit.
Look at Sinead O'Connor. Holy shit, she's 54 years old and she got
Who?
fat.
Where? Oh,
Sinead O'Connor.
I don't know who that is.
She does not look right. That's what she used to look like back in the day. She used to shave her head bald. You know Sinead O'Connor.
I don't.
If you heard her song, you would know. I'm not going to sing it. But she got fat. That don't even look like her. She looks like she looks like a very proud lesbian. Mm-hmm. You go, girl. How old is she?
Scroll down.
50 fucking 4 years old.
Do you know who this is? Don't click on it.
Who?
Right here.
All the way on the left?
Yeah.
Kim Basinger?
Yeah. Who is that?
That's wasn't she in Batman and shit?
That's Eminem's mom.
Who?
That's Eminem's mom in 8 Mile.
Yeah, that's who it was. Eminem's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Batman. Boom.
But I didn't see her in there.
That's a win for me.
Guess I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, she played
Wait, it says she provided her voice for a 1998 episode of The Simpsons entitled When You Dish Upon a Star. She was married to Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin
That's
in '93
weird.
and divorced him in '02. They had a daughter named Ireland. Just
Wow.
name me. Why do celebrities got to name their kids stupid shit?
That's pretty crazy, though. She was married. That's really crazy.
It is crazy.
Anyways.
She played Catwoman. I'm pretty sure she played Catwoman, right? And Batman? No, I could be wrong. I know she was in Batman, though. Her face has got a lot of plastic surgery going on. Look at that. It looks like they just pasted it. It looks like a mask. It looks like they pulled one of them rubber masks over top of her head. Like one of them realistic rubber masks. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's a lot of plastic surgery. Happy birthday. 67. Holy shit. She's old. I never want to be that old. Let's see. Sammy Davis Jr. would have had a birthday today. He died in 1990. And that's it, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I know this kid right here. Dominic
Kid? He's 44.
Monaghan.
He is not a kid.
Well, you know what I mean. He was in, he's in all kinds of shit. He was in Lord of the Rings. He was a hobbit.
You watch that?
Yeah? You don't watch Lord of the Rings?
No. And neither do you.
I do. I've watched Lord of the Rings. I'm not big on it. I'm not like I have to fucking see Lord of the Rings. It's not like I'm going to sit down and watch it like I do like Star Wars or Marvel movies or nothing. But
I've never seen you watch Lord of the Rings.
I've watched Lord of the fucking Rings.
Maybe on your own time, I guess.
Probably.
Fucking weirdo.
Watch your language. You don't know this guy? He was in
No,
yeah, he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine 2. He was the guy who lit up the light bulbs and shit.
Yep.
I forget what his character was. See, breakout role in Hobbit. He was the Hobbit Merry. He was Merry, the Hobbit.
You know, good for him. He learned German.
You're a hater.
It says he learned German and trained his voice to do...
Whatever. Don't be a hater. He's 44.
Okay.
You're hating on everybody today.
No, I'm
Look,
not.
Michael Cole's 52. You know who Michael Cole is? He got fat.
No,
got fat too. He's a commentator for the WWE. You've heard Michael Cole. I'm sure. He was around in like 90, let's see here. He was around. I can't remember what years he was on. It says 2012 and shit, but he was around. Oh, you remember when the dude had our heart attack remember when Jerry the King Lawler had a heart attack? You remember that shit, right?
I think so.
He was the one sitting next to him when he had a heart attack.
Ew.
And he was like, is this shit real? And I was like, holy shit, it does look real. And he had a heart attack on live TV. Wait a minute. That wasn't at the show we went to, right? Mm-mm. No, it wasn't at the Cincinnati show. Mm-mm. I don't know. Wrestling fucking sucks anymore. I can't even get into it. Is that all we got? Celebrity birthdays? Good job. Celebrity birthdays rolling through. Let's get to some of these comments. Her body is updated yearly, though. She's debating whether or not to buy this $88,000 purse. Bearded Dragon, he stays in the pocket. Phillip Rivers, he said he stays in the pocket. He never gets out the pocket. That's a funny joke. That's pretty good. Mr. A coming through with the jokes. That's a good one, right?
I guess. I don't know the dude, so.
Who, Rivers?
Yeah, whoever.
He definitely stays in the pocket.
Yep.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? What else you got? Do you have your segment pulled up? What are you doing?
40 things.
40
Basically,
things.
Everyone does.
40 things what?
Basically, everyone does.
40 things.
I got all sidetracked because I thought I heard the band over there.
It's time for Tanya. It's time for Tanya time.
Let's go back.
So I'm going to use this sound. It's Tanya time. Tanya with a J, with her own little segments that she just pulls up and just pulls them right out of her ass.
I do.
Throws them up on the screen. And says, we're going to do this. It's Tanya time. Tanya with the J. Take it away.
Funny. All right. Says when you're that kind of person who restarts a song that is already in the middle because you feel like you haven't enjoyed it like it deserves.
I do that all the time. Do you do that?
Restart a song, yeah.
I get like in the middle of it and I'm like, damn, I want to hear that last verse again. I do that all the fucking time. Like every day, literally. I go back.
Every day?
Pretty much, yeah. Like when I'm riding in the car and I'm listening to a song, I'm like, damn, I didn't enjoy that verse enough. I need to go back and listen to it again.
This one is me trying to stay sleepy when I go to the bathroom at 4 a.m. And it's a cute little picture of little Yoda.
I don't do that.
I
Like
mean,
once I'm up, I'm fucking up. Like I'm not
you get
standing
up-
there peeing like when I actually am up.
It says in the like middle of the night.
At 4, but I wake up. Well, I see 4 a.m. I wake up at like 5:30, so that's not middle of the night for me. I woke up last night like 3:30, and I was debating whether or not to stay awake or not. I really was. I was like, man, I'm about to just stay the fuck awake. But it went that afternoon lag, like. So, and the bed was comfy, so I went back to it.
All right, this one says password is incorrect. Password is incorrect. Password is incorrect. Change password. New password can't be the same as the old password.
I don't think I've ever had that happen to me.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
I use the same password for basically everything. I have some different passwords here and there, but I can always recover my. I have like I don't know, 5, maybe 6 different passwords. I mean, plus some of the shit that some of the passwords you're like, these are good passwords, use them. Right. So yeah, I've never really had that happen to me.
This one says me has tons of favorite songs. Person, what's your favorite song? Me forgets every song I've ever heard.
Yes, because then you start debating in your head.
Yeah.
Your playlist comes up, and you're like, "Fuck, my favorite? I don't know what my all-time favorite is."
Because you're put on the spot.
And then you start like narrowing them down. Like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Wow, that's pretty good though. That's in the top 5. Wait a minute, I'll drop that one, and then you're all fucked up, and then you don't know what.
This one is when you open a birthday card and pretend not to notice the money as you read it.
Who doesn't do that? You want to be like, humble. Unless you're a kid. My kid will open the card, yank the 20 out, and throw the card, like literally. But when you're an adult and somebody hands you a card and it's got money in it, you're like, move the money to the side, and you read it, and you're like, oh, thank you.
You're so stupid.
Right? Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Thank you.
The kids just grab the money out and throw the card.
You got to do.
And I have to look at them like, aren't you going to read the card? Don't be an asshole and read the card.
Well, then you end up reading it. So the person there doesn't think that your kid's an asshole and don't want to read the card. So then you end up reading the card, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, and you read it for your kid, and you're like, thank you. What else you got?
All right. Trying to put my change in my wallet at the cash register while people in line put pressure on me by just standing.
Bro, I am so bad with this, with the lines you know how I am.
Yeah.
I can't do crowded fucking stores. And when I feel like everybody's watching me. This is literally the reason I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I worked out at home. I hate people. I feel like everybody's watching me. In my mind, like when I'm standing in a line at a grocery store, it's like, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm
Especially
packed in.
at the checkout.
There's pressure. There's a lot of pressure. You just want to hurry up, get the fuck out of there. The other day I was in there in some house slippers, and I should have never even went to the store. I was like, I walked in like, I wasn't expecting it to be that busy. I was like, oh shit, I'm wearing fucking house slippers up in the store. Everybody's looking at me. But when you go to the gym, it's really bad. Every time I look up after lifting a set, I look up and there's a set of eyeballs on me. And I hate that. I really don't. I can't stand when people stare at me like when I work out. That's why I didn't go yesterday. I just grabbed my weights and I went upstairs and just did some stuff here. I hate that shit. It makes me anxious. It makes me have anxiety and shit.
All right. This one says when someone is in the way of the item you want, so you pretend to look at something else. I do that. I so do that.
When someone is, I was reading comments, my bad.
When someone is in the way of the item you want, so you pretend to look at something else. I do that.
I do that too.
And
I think in my head, like,
way of waiting.
Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, will you hurry to fuck up? Like, it's just milk. There's one choice. You don't need to look at the dates. You're going to drink the shit before it goes bad. Come on. I got to pretend to sit there and look at orange juice. I'm not even there for orange juice.
This one's kind of funny, but I'm going to reword it after I read it. It says, when you can't find a parking spot, so you turn the volume down to see better.
Yeah.
So that's funny, but I would have said when you're lost.
Yeah.
The one where when you're lost,
yeah.
you turn the music down so you can
Concentrate.
hear or see better. I don't know.
I mean, it
see
makes
that
people
meme all
think
the
it's
time.
seeing better, but it's concentrating. I
Yeah.
can't concentrate with fucking music blaring and everything else. Like, I'll even tell the kids, like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
You sounded like your mom.
Yeah, that's what she did to us. She does that to us. She used to do that to us all the time. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I can't concentrate.
All right. This one is when you finally have enough battery percentage to roll over on the other side.
Nah, I never have that issue.
Right, because now we have 10-foot cords and shit. So.
Well, I mean, when I unplug myself from the Matrix for the day, that's it for me. Once I plug my phone in and charge it, I pretty much shut it there, and I'm done. So I don't really need it. Plus, our phones are like surprisingly good at charging. Like, it's insane how fast my phone charges. It used to take like fucking hours. Now it's like I got one of them super fast charger things. It's awesome. Samsung is amazing.
All right, this will be my last one. The face you make when you walk past someone you know, but not enough for you to say hello.
Yep, that's it.
He's like,
Oh shit, my bad.
it's the little redhead boy.
Give him-
My mom would be so mad at me
give
for
him the
not knowing
point.
his name, but it's the
No, you
little
don't do all
redhead
that.
boy from Harry Potter.
Ron Weasley.
I don't know his name.
Fuck.
Yeah, that.
Ron Weasley is his name. Put some respect on it.
Shut up.
But yeah, you do that. You just get the nod. I don't know you that well. Goddamn. Why I avoid people in the grocery store. If you see me in a grocery store and I walk up and say hello, then I must really like you. Now, it ain't a matter of liking and disliking. It's like sometimes I just don't want, like when I'm in a grocery store, I'm focused. If I'm in a store getting shit, I'm to what I need and I'm gone. Like straight up. Mental health at gyms is a no-go. Elaborate a little bit. Because gyms are messed up. I seen that. Gym has turned into a toxic nightmare. It really is. Like I used to go real early in the morning with the old folks. And the only thing you really had to deal with was the half-naked old men in the locker room. And I'd much rather deal with half-naked old men in the locker room than deal with these fucking testosterone, like, driven... I don't know. Why do they stare at me when I'm done lifting? I swear it's like they look at me and they look at what I'm lifting so they can make sure that they lift more than I do or something. Like, that's how I feel. Every time my eyes go up, though, there's somebody staring at me.
That's fucking weird.
It is weird, and that's why I quit the last time. But I'm back, and the only time I can go is from it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever, because we do the show and I'm so busy. And that's like the peak time. That's like peak testosterone time.
Gross.
That's what it is. It's like fucking, and I just want to go in there and lift, do my set, whatever. Like, I hate being stared at. I hide in my headphones, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start putting a fucking hoodie on and put my hood up so people can't even look at me, so I don't notice them all. I don't know. Maybe it's my own anxiety issues. Passive aggressive people looking to distract are slutty women. Right. It's exactly what it is. And then Tanya and Roy both agree they don't do cards. He said, don't buy cards that go straight in the trash. I just hand them the cash. But it is a passive aggressive place. I don't know. I still got to go, though. I got to get myself right back to where I was. I look at my pictures like, damn, that was me. Like 5 months ago? And don't buy cards. Not kids, anyways. I'll buy it if I'm going to get an adult something. Cards mean something to me. Do they mean something to you? When you get a card? I mean, as long as the person who bought it was thoughtful.
Yeah. I
enjoy getting cards and reading cards.
I kept the ones from your mom for the kids or whatever, and then the ones from my mom and most of the ones that
but
my
kids,
oldest sends.
Kids, nah, it's a waste of time.
I don't buy them birthday cards or anything.
No. It's a complete waste of time and money. And some of those cards are like $5 or $6.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't
they
care.
are.
Just give them the extra $5 or $6 that you was going to spend on
Right.
the card.
Yep.
But for adults, I mean, I could see it's meaningless or meaningless. It's meaningful. Kids, nah, it's a waste of time. All right, you ready to? Oh, I got this day in history. Do you have anything? Are you done with that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to this day in history. Look, you see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
December 8th. But see, they don't put the freaking year on it. I don't know why. Whoever writes these articles for history, Why they don't put the year on it? I just don't get it. December 8th. There it is. 1980, December 8th, 1980, is when John Lennon was shot. So back in the day, this day in history, poor John Lennon was shot. Ain't that horrible?
Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time.
So on this day in history, back in 1980, John Lennon, a former member of the Beatles, the rock group that transformed popular music in the 1960s, is shot and killed by an obsessed fan in New York City. He was 40 years old at the time. Did you know that? Mm-mm. And he was entering his luxury Manhattan apartment building when Mark David Chapman shot him 4 times at close range with a .38 caliber revolver. Lennon, bleeding profusely, nailed that word, by the way, was rushed to the hospital but died en route. This is no laughing matter, I'm sorry. Chapman had received an autograph from Lennon earlier in the day and voluntarily remained at the scene of the shooting until he was arrested by police. For a week, hundreds of bereaved fans kept a visual outside of Dakota Lennon's apartment building, and demonstrations of mourning were held around the world. John Lennon was one half of the singing-songwriting team that made the Beatles the most popular musical group in the 20th century. Other band leader was Paul McCartney, with the rest of the quartet, George Harrison and Ringo Starr, who nobody cares about, sometimes penned and sang their own songs as well. Hailing from Liverpool, England, and influenced by early American rock and roll, the Beatles took Britain by storm in 1963. Okay, we get it. We know everything about the Beatles. Beatles were great. Beatles sold millions. Let's see here. On December 8th, 1980, their peaceful domestic life on a New York's Upper West Side was shattered by 25-year-old Mark David Chapman. Psychiatrists deemed Chapman borderline psychotic. You think? He was instructed to plead insanity, but instead he pleaded guilty to murder. He was sentenced to 20 years to life. In 2000, New York State prison officials denied Chapman a parole hearing, telling him that his vicious and violent act was apparently fueled by your need to be acknowledged. He remained behind bars. John Lennon is memorialized in Strawberry Fields, a section of Central Park across from the street in Dakota that Yoko Ono landscaped in honor of her husband. How sweet. So back in December 8th, 1980, John Lennon was shot dead. Horrible day. Horrible day. Right? I don't know. I wasn't alive at the time, but I know people freaked out. I know people was all upset when John Lennon got shot and killed, and dude was obviously insane. But he didn't plead insanity. That's weird, right? He said just guilty. Just do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. I guess. There was something about, was that Helter Skelter? No, that was Charles Manson's psychotic ass, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's all we have for today. We did a good job. We're at 48 minutes. We have time to kill. I guess I could talk about some projects I got coming up. Hopefully you guys like the camera angles. Let me know how y'all feel. I mean, type in, go to the comment section of the videos or whatever. And this will be posted tomorrow. You can go to the website at jadip2020.com. You can watch all of our stuff there, pictures and things like that. And hopefully the camera angles and everything look good. I wanted to get the whole Paradise Studio in, right?
He's still talking about the gym. Yeah.
He's fired up at the gym. He's pissed. No one gets along, and everyone wearing headphones and masks. I wear my headphones. I don't wear my mask. I don't have to, but I definitely throw my headphones on. I've talked to a few people in the gym every once in a while, like if I'm trying to use a machine out and know that they're on, and they're very nice people. I mean, I don't think they're anybody disrespectful or mean, but I just don't like the staring. I don't enjoy people staring at me. Right?
Yep.
Anyways, I have a future project coming up with ByRamU. We are going to start doing this hopefully every Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to nail it this Sunday because I'm still having camera issues, trying to get live feeds. I'm trying to get a camera feed from Scotland on my stuff. And I have to figure out how to do that. I have thrown some stuff together. Yeah, sent me some stuff, but we're going to do a conspiracy show. And it's not going to be live feed or anything. We're going to record it. I'm going to produce it. He's going to write it all. And he's already sent me some really good content. I mean, he's got like 25, 30 shows lined up. He's got all this stuff going on. And it's going to be, I think he's going to start a whole new YouTube channel and everything. So keep a lookout for that. We'll have that stuff up. But he's got some really good topics for conspiracy stuff. He's got an idea of what the intro is going to be. He's got an idea of everything that he wants to do. And that's going to be, I'll probably post it on my YouTube page as well. I'll definitely post it on the website, GAADIP2020.com. And you can search on YouTube at JADIP2020. So be on the lookout for that stuff. We have to figure out a cutest pet contest. I really want to do cutest pet contest and give like the top prize, the $25 gift card to Amazon or something like that. Or we have to work that out. So be on the lookout for that, right? I really want to do that. I think that can draw a lot of people, and a lot of people would be interested. People love sending pictures of their pets, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Hopefully you guys enjoy this is our first time going live streaming on Facebook for real. The other live streams were horrible. I pulled them down because I did them directly on Facebook, and they're fucking so bad. So now I'm doing it through my streamer, and I hope that everything turns out well. So check out our Facebook page for our live streams. You got anything else? We got shit we need to do, yo. We do. I keep adding to that list and adding to that list of things to do because I have ideas.
Your friend said your bearded dragon's not going to win, but my beautiful cats will, so.
No, nobody here can win. That's like, what is that called? Nepotism?
Yeah,
I don't know. It might have been a completely wrong
bearded
word.
dragon.
Huh? I would like to see some exotic pets in the cutest pet contest when we do it. We got to do it really soon, but I like to see exotic pets. But I'm a sucker for cats and cute dogs. You can't go wrong with cats and cute dogs, right? Mm-hmm. People get really, really worked up over their dogs and cats, especially them little dogs. You know what I'm talking about, like little poodles and Shih Tzus. People put them in outfits and shit. And
crazy.
I think it'll be a good contest. It draws people. Whatever you say, post a picture of your cutest pet, you're gonna get. Yeah. You're gonna get some fucking feedback. People are gonna post that shit. Yeah. So we'll do that in the next couple of days. We'll post it, give it a week. We'll evaluate, give the winners like, $10, $20 gift cards to Amazon. Pick a couple winners and send them the Amazon code, and they can have a couple extra bucks for Christmas. Right? Mm-hmm. I think it's a great idea. Great idea. Bearded Dragon won't win. That's all I got for today. Are you done?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Thank you guys for listening to the show. Thank you guys for following us on YouTube and Facebook Live. If you guys want to check out our stuff, at JADIP2020 on Facebook, YouTube. You can find us everywhere from there. Go to the website, JADIP2020.com. Thank you guys for letting us be a part of your beautiful Tuesday. Hopefully the rest of your afternoon goes extremely well. Be on the lookout for cutest pets. The contest is coming. We are going to do it. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.